Investors and traders, welcome to the channel Market Chat Pattern. Today is 2nd of November 2023, and I hope everyone is having a great day. In this video segment, we are going to take a look at the key US tech stocks that we always do for this video segment. However, this video segment is going to be a little bit shorter because we are not going to take a look at all the stocks that we usually do, which I will then cover in the weekend segment. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a financial advice. So let's start from Apple. Apple earnings came out today, and one of the things that we were looking for from our previous video, we had identified a level of around $163 to $160 as a potential very good support for the Apple stock, as it was moving lower and it had been moving lower for a few months now, much like the overall broader market for the US stock indices. And we had identified this pink shaded region. Apple stock came down as low as $165.67. So what is really interesting is that today the earnings came out, and the stock has actually been moving higher for the last few trading days over the course of this week. And what we are seeing is that in the extended hours, the stock seems to be a little bit down. So it'll be interesting to see how the stock is going to trade next trading day. It could be down, and then it could close higher. That would be positive for the stock. It is also possible that the market actually digests this news about maybe something to do with their fourth quarter figures, and for a number of days the market would in fact rotate lower, and we might actually be able to see this completion of the one-to-one ABCD price projection right around the $164 mark, and maybe a little bit lower to around $160 mark as well. So it will be really interesting to see how Apple will close the week, because tomorrow is Friday, and over the course of the weekend video, we will then cover it more and also look at the longer term weekly charts. Let's move on to Tesla. So here we go. So for Tesla, as we had discussed in our previous video, we were looking at this one-to-one price projection ABCD. Let me actually also mark it here as A. Let me make it a little bit smaller. A. This point as B. Oops, not even able to see this. Let me move it lower here. Here we go. And point C and point D here around the $194 per share level. And we had also mentioned that there was a confluence level of certain ratios coming together here. So watch the previous video. I'll put a link to it towards the end of the video. So if you're interested in watching the video which we did, and I covered in more details this pattern that we're looking at. And what we have seen is over the course of the last few trading days since Tuesday 31st of October, we have seen the stock move higher after hitting that $194 per share level. So this is really important. And now from the momentum perspective, the stock is right at the 200-day moving average, and we can see the 20-day moving average is above the 200-day moving average. So the momentum needs to improve. So it's possible the stock goes and actually tries to fill this gap around here, maybe it consolidates in this region where the averages begin to catch up with each other and the momentum begins to improve. And as long as this 194 level is held, then on the weekly basis, although the week is not complete yet, on the pattern that we were watching, is around $340 to $350 per share level remains as the kind of the target to the upside, given that 194 remains a good low. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's move to Shopify. So again, in Shopify, we were watching for this one-to-one price projection ABCD, which came right at the 50% retracement. There is also some structural support if we look towards the left around here, a little bit underneath this. Let me also actually mark this as ABCD. That way I don't have to, or if I'm saying ABCD, then it just makes it really clear for subscribers who are new to the channel what we mean. So it's basically a one-to-one price projection. We just like to label it as ABCD. It's just easier to pronounce, but we could just label it as 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. And what we have seen is the earnings came out, and wow, this is what you like to see. And over here was a very low risk kind of entry here. Again, no financial advice here, just the pattern that we had identified in advance. And what we are looking at is a pretty big jump, around $47 to $59, even higher. Yeah, about 59.27 on the closing basis, $59.70. So that's a pretty big jump. And this also tells that there is strength in the stock which has come in. And what we are now watching for is here we go. It's right at because it broke above the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. So I'm more optimistic in the sense that the stock was pretty strong. It's approaching here $61.70. That's gonna be 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, where it could find some resistance and it begins to fail here. Then we might the stock might actually go and fill this gap around here. But for now, it looks pretty good. What we are seeing is that the 20-day, from momentum perspective, 20-day moving average is below the 200-day moving average. Well, the averages are always lagging, so it's going to take some time for the averages to catch up, and hopefully the momentum situation will also improve for the stock. Let's take a look at NFLX. So from this pattern formation, again, the one-to-one price projection ABCD, I haven't labeled it here. The small one, I mean this one, this and this one. What we have seen is from the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, a nice jump higher when the earnings came out, and the stock keeps on rising. Let's take a look at Meta. Here we go. So the Meta stock is just consolidating. The 78.6% Fibonacci retracement, it remains a challenge for it. The chances are the stock might just keep on going sideways for quite some time till it is able to build enough energy to be able to take the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement out to the upside, or there's a possibility rotates a little bit lower to catch up with perhaps this 200-day moving average right here. So this is the Meta stock. Let's take a look at Symbiotic. So here we go. So the Symbiotic is the artificial intelligence stock for robotics, and here we had initially identified this level 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. It was a pretty low risk entry there. Again, no financial advice. The stock moved higher really quickly, right to the 60 to this 15% retracement. It has come down here. It's squeezed between the 200-day moving average and 20-day moving average, right at the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement. And looks like maybe the stock might again be picking up steam and may go and challenge these highs, and try to move higher towards the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, and in that way it will also be completing a one-to-one price projection right here, just between the 50% and 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. So this zone we'll be watching as long as these lows are held. Let's take a very quick look at Roblox. So the price action in Roblox had been disappointing for us because the pattern that we were watching, this point C, was broken to the downside. But what is interesting to see is that the stock has been um, it's been just consolidating for quite a long time now, quite a few weeks, and now it's moving higher. That's an encouraging sign. We have structural resistance right here coming from this point and from this point. It will be interesting to see if the stock is able to actually close above, go and test the 200-day moving average, and then if it is, then it might just consolidate a little bit more here. Moving averages catch up from a momentum perspective, and then we could have a nice move higher. So this is what we are watching for these stocks. We'll be doing a more detailed version and cover more stocks such as Nvidia, for example, Google, in our weekly video. But for now, that's what we wanted to cover, just a shorter video. So thank you very much for watching the video, and if you found this video of educational value, please do subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, then please do a thumbs up as well for the video. Thank you very much for watching the video. Good luck and good trading, and have a great day.